Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik from Razor Emporium coming at you today for a quick product spotlight looking at the world of timeless razors. Well, if you're new to the shaving world, you may have not heard, but if you are a veteran of the shaving world, you certainly have heard of timeless razors. They have been in the industry for many years now, I think at least 6 or 7 years. And these guys started off as a machine shop. I think it's called Triaxis Machines, and they are in Ohio. And this company for the razor division is run by Mark Tamura and his 3 other brothers. And I guess I have a little similarity with that. I'm also one of 4 brothers, so that's cool. Good family-run business. And these guys are a legit machine shop with all sorts of capabilities, and then kind of got kind of the itch to do something in-house from start to finish, and then got involved with shaving. And so they saw kind of a need. They bought some different razors online and had maybe some qualms about how they could make it better, improvements they wanted to make. And so they decided to make a line of their own razors. They have certainly been on the scene, and a lot of people talk about them. They're in blogs and Facebook group posts and forums and chat rooms and YouTube videos. And so we were excited to bring Timeless on to Razor Emporium. And, I know that it's maybe the perception that I can't be unbiased because I have a dog in the race with our own division of Rex. First off, I met these guys personally at the Maggots meetup last year, met them, shook their hands. And looking at them, I have absolutely no issues saying these are beautiful, these are gorgeous, these are very, very well made, American-made safety razors, 3-piece razors. They've done a fantastic job. Just everything, the fit and finish, the finishing processes, the machining itself, the tolerances, the knurl, the engraving work. I can tell that a lot went into this, and I can tell that these guys care about quality. So it's really nice to see. And there's no bias needing to say that. We're happy to carry them, but I'm just happy this is a great product on the market. Picked them up, and we've got some of their different models here. They have offerings in bronze, in stainless steel, even in aluminum now. This is actually a pretty cool slant over here in aluminum. Another kind of unique thing that we just saw recently from these guys was this adjustable brush system. So you may be seeing these different knots. We're not used to seeing a knot out of its handle like this. We're usually seeing a brush like this, because this is just glued inside of that, right? It's just usually epoxy. These guys are kind of taking a novel approach with these different little kind of polymer resin, kind of like a base that goes around, and then you have a brush, and it's a 2-piece brush, and it ends up, you can turn this, and you can kind of squeeze that base, and they have different sizes for the different diameters. If it's 18 or 20 or 22 millimeters, and you can kind of squeeze and hold a different knot inside of the same handle. So let's say you are somebody who likes to have 2 or 3 or 4 different hair types. You like badger, or you like synthetic, or whatever, different kinds of variations of these. You can now get these and kind of customize it with this little accessory and kind of make your own custom brush. It's adjustable, right? And it's very unique, very novel. I think it's pretty cool. Then you look at some other things. They have their little towels here, very handsome packaging. It's a great all-around line. We haven't picked up the entire line, as you guys always hear me say. Whenever we start with a new brand, we kind of dip our toe in the pool, ask for some of the best sellers, and as they kind of show some success, we always get deeper and get some more. So let's take a few moments just to look at some of these models. Well, first up is the TR-BR38. That stands for Timeless Razor BR Bronze, and then 38 is the 0.38 millimeter blade gap. They do also have a 0.78, and it's very handsomely finished with this kind of scalloped head and kind of a matching, almost like a barber shop or barber pole style handle. It's got a bronze base. Very, very handsome. Now these are like a machine finish with some polishing, so you could see some tool marks here and there, but honestly, I think it's gorgeous. I think they've done a really great job with this. Next up is the TR-SB45, which basically again means the Timeless Razor. This is a solid bar, and this is made of aluminum. This is a 6061 /T6 aluminum, and it's got, again, a scalloped top. It's got more of a diamond knurled handle on it, a matching stand. Lightweight, but very, very nice. This has got the 0.45 millimeter gap, so it should make for a great shaver. Okay, next up is a stainless steel model with a 0.68 millimeter blade gap, And it's got, again, kind of a real fine knurl handle. Definitely a lot heftier being in stainless. And this, I can tell the way it's made is with an EDM process. So it's like a wire that kind of comes through here. Very unique, very complex to make this, and very well executed. Again, I'm really impressed with the quality with these guys. Great stuff. Next up is the titanium, and this has got a 0.95 millimeter blade gap and significantly lighter than the stainless, but as you guys know, titanium is very, very durable. Very cool handle. This has got what's called the crown, kind of a knurl pattern. Kind of reminds me of our Rex Ambassador with that real deep knurl, but it's got this really unique kind of contour on it, and the knurl follows that, which is really, really well, executed. And again, it's got an EDM head, I can tell, and just beautifully finished. Can't say that highly enough. I'm really impressed with the finishing and the execution with these guys. And last up, we got the aluminum slant. This has got a 0.86 blade gap, and again, it is slanted. So if you look at it, it's got kind of a guard that's going to come like this. And we've talked about this with the Rex stuff. The slant offers almost like a slice versus a chop. It's supposed to be more efficient. And for an aluminum razor, I'm sure it will definitely help. Since it's a lighter material, it's 6061 aluminum. It's got a kind of a heavy diamond grip knurl on it, and very handsome, very well executed. Yeah, great value too. All right, last up is the adjustable brush system. And so I just wanted to kind of quickly show how that works. So you have the different handles, right? And so I just grabbed this gray one. I grabbed a 26 millimeter knot out of the container. And then I grab these little kind of clamps or colettes or holders, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, they even call it a collet. There you go, right there. And that's because they're machinists. In the machine shop world, a collet is like a little circular vise that squeezes apart. You're now going to kind of put that first inside of the top of the brush, so you can read the numbers. I can see it says 26 millimeters, and I'll put this inside of that, make sure it's firmly seated, and now I kind of take this assembly and put it onto here, and just kind of make sure it's seated as I'm threading it on, and it's not going to kind of rise up out of its little collet. And if I clamp it on and screw it down nicely, this is in there, and so I can kind of go to town and shave, and if I try to get it out, I mean, I'm giving it a good amount of force here, and it's not coming out. And so I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty nifty. In fact, they even say that it's patent pending. So pretty unique if you're someone who likes to change up the hair. You want to have different varieties, different sizes with the same handle. You can go down. You can go down to like a 20 millimeter, 24, all in the same handle. Very unique idea. Pretty cool. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed learning more about timeless razors. They are a heirloom quality product that should last for all of time in your bathroom. Handed down from one generation to the next, American-made quality. Happy to have them at Razor Emporium. Really impressed with everything I've seen, and you guys have to check them out. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time at Razor Emporium for all things vintage shaving.